Hello and welcome there, this is Jedi Supersonic and I'm bringing you World of Illusions starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. A game that I used to play, again, with my mom, because, well, she introduced me to games. This is one of the many. One of my cousins also really loved this game, and the cool thing about this game is you effectively have 3 different routes to play the game. You play single-player Mickey, single-player Donald, or you play 2-player, which has both of them. All 3 of these have their own unique stages, so there's unique surprises for all 3 types of playthrough. I will be playing through the Mickey and Donald solo playthroughs, and if I can maybe find someone to do a 2-player playthrough with, I'll get to that, but without further ado, let's go and your basic plot. So, I may as well ask now, how were you introduced to Disney as a whole? Like, I recall The Lion King and Robin Hood being very influential in my youth in terms of Disney. Of course, I'd watch Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all their funky antics. The story is very simple as platformers go back in the day, but they don't have to ask for more when the game, gives you more than enough. You're good magicians in your world. Wait, I don't seem to remember Donald doing that well in the magician's gig, but whatever. So, we can pick 1 or 2 player, of course, and we have Mickey and Donald represented by the Jokers. Okay, basic buttons. A button is your run button. C is your jump. B is your magic cape or cloak. Or sheet. Whatever. This is your main form of attack. It has a very nice radius. If these sparkles hit something, they merely get stunned. You have to hit them with the actual hitbox of the cape itself. To crawl, you just simply use the jump button while you're crouched. And that adorable little animation. Now this game isn't that long overall, so this might actually be a singular part. Cards, you get 100 of them, you get an extra life, standard platform fare. Your cards up there are your life. Tries are of course your lives. Typical stuff. Music's really nice and generally it's a good time. 2-player, I'd say, would be the main draw of the game, however, because 2-player has the longest stages in the game. I'd constitute Mickey alone as the easy mode of the game and Donald alone as the medium difficulty. Because Donald does have a lot more tricky platforming segments later in the game. And generally, I think he has the harder stages. While all 3 routes do share certain stages, mostly they don't. Also, these flowers are kind of weird. There's 2 particular ones that have petals that just jump out like this. Difficulty-wise, generally you're not going to be dying from losing all your health. Whoops. I say that and I can't turn around properly. Whoa! Where'd you come from? I say that generally, but it's kind of like Shovel Knight and the whole, oh, we have life, but probably going to die by falling to platforming pits more than anything else. Heck, in this game there's not even that many of those. Also this rocket. Enemy screen nuke. You have a cool little voice clip from Mickey there. Everyone always compares Looney Tunes and, Disney stuff. I always liked both. I might do some Looney Tunes-esque games on here too. I know Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday has a lot of fans, although that one I didn't particularly play that much. Oh yeah, something I should mention, the music of this game is fantastic. Like, it doesn't have that general Genesis twang to it, it just kind of makes it stand out in the Genesis side of music. They really knew how to use the sound card. Also, this string is pretty easy to follow. As I said, this game isn't going to be throwing you too many curveballs. And, it's short. But man, is it fun. It has that Kirby sense of fun, really. Well, it's like, I'm not being challenged here very much, but there's just that awe. Here we have our first boss, a spider, who is really easy. He'll just try to, you know, come from the sky. He'll occasionally do this funny little jig, which I will admit still gets a chuckle out of me today. You can't hit him always like this. He's kind of just obnoxiously immune. But there you go. First boss. Quote-unquote boss. Let's see, if this was a two-player playthrough, it'd still be in the mines. Because there's a whole mine segment before that, you know, little spider cave area. And here we have the magic carpet sequence. Which is a fun little bit. As you read, you need to press jump to, you know, go up. Generally, you go forward by yourself. There's some segments like this where you automatically just go up. There's a lot to you need to avoid here, but it's not too bad. Get some goodies. We got 100. That's a weird thing. You don't really see your card amount, so I assume it's 100. Ow. Hate those tornadoes. Whoops, I think I missed something. You can't go back either. So, yeah. I believe this area was inspired by Fantasia. That's what it reminds me of anyways, the whole Devil Mountain thing. No, I'd say this area can be tricky on your first run because that little spot I just passed can catch you off guard and make you fall. Also, these little fire guys are annoying. For some reason, that's automated. By the way, run. One of these kind of crusher sequences. Not very threatening. But it is good to know how to run. Now, the more you stay on a particular platform, the more it's likely to break, but if you just keep hopping between them, you can't possibly have them lose. And then they start to all break, and then you have to pick one. And you land on the last one to win. Now we're in a little cloudy area. With these clouds with faces that, you know, are from Mario, totally. Oh my gosh, I can't turn around today. Those tornadoes are annoying, though, as I established. There's candy over to the right. If that's worth it to you, then by all means go for it. I kind of like how Mickey is represented by hearts and Donald by spades, by the way. Getting that Kingdom Hearts vibe, even though it's... Aw. Some of these have items, and that magic hat was an extra life. Not that we need it, mind you. Ah, enemies spawning on me like that. I like how they have bombs. Whee! Next boss. I have to defeat all these dragon statues, which I believe are based on Pete's dragon slightly. Or they look like it anyways. Or they might be something I completely forgot from Disney's canon, because it's been a while since I've watched a lot of Disney movies. Just run to them when they dance away before they shoot fire and you're good. And you win. Again. See what I mean by this game is pretty easy. When you have two people, it's even easier, but some of the bosses, like, coming up, actually one in particular, I should say, is actually kind of annoying to me still. a magic bubble will appear. I swear Alakazam's the go-to magic word in this game. Oh hey, bubbles! Now here we have our obligatory swimming section. Unlimited air though, so it's not like Sonic 1. Also watch out for those tiger fish because they will... It's probably not their name, but you know. They will home in on you if they see you. They will stop following you after a certain point though. Much like the magic carpet, you need to use the jump button to ascend. Descend is just simply don't press anything, but you have free movement. Music's also kind of nice. So I don't mind this water section. It's one of the more chill ones I've played. Just watch out for these guys. Someone please tell me what kind of fish that is, because I don't remember my marine life right now. To the left is some bonus stuff, but we don't need it. Just giving you a heads up that's there. If you were playing 2 players, you might want it, because it's a more strenuous journey. Mickey's route, though, you can be pretty lazy and still succeed. Also, have these clams by turning around, kind of like Mario Booze. Yeah, Mario Alcohol. Totally. You think those, spines there, yeah, those can hurt you, by the way. They don't look like it, or maybe they do, but, you think they'd be able to pop your bubble and just insta-kill you, but they don't. This is a nice game, one of the few nice Disney games for the Genesis or Super Nintendo, because my goodness, there's a lot of brutal ones. Looking at you, Lion King. The Jungle Book one's pretty hard, too. I might actually do that one for this channel. Who knows? Anyone want to see that? Let me know. Now, it's here where Donald would actually go a different route because he can't fit through those cracks because his tail gets stuck. And that's another thing with 2-player. Mickey actually has to pull Donald through those kind of gaps. Also, watch out for things above you because they're hard to see. They're really hard to see because they blend in really well. Like, I want to discredit that as bad game design, but at the same time, it looks natural. I don't know. Can I discredit game design when I love a game? Yeah. Let's just frickin'... Yeah, I hate this section. Okay, we're good. Okay, fall over to the left here and you get some goodies. Including some rare invincibility power that you don't really get that often in this game. Not that you need it. Because as I said, you won't generally be dying unless you're falling in pits. These geysers take you up, and it's kind of nice, but the invincibility is kind of wasted here because there's nothing really to protect yourself from other than that. Man, I'm usually a lot better at spotting those. Oops. I did a short hop. This isn't Smash. Oh boy, pirate ship. One of the only hard points of the game I find, like, especially with Mickey. These cracks, if you stand on them, they will actually give way, and you do not want to be on them, because death. So watch out for these ambushing starfish, because, yeah, that's fun. These tritons fall, by the way. Some of them fall fast, some of them fall slow. Trick them. If you can. Like, you can run through most of them, but then there's one that falls incredibly fast. It's that one right there. Like the fourth and last ones that do that. Okay, good. Also, there's swordfish that pop up from the ground. And you don't want to deal with them. So just keep moving. Unless they go in front of you. They can't be on stairs, but watch out for starfish on stairs because they Yeah, they like to ambush you. Kind of like in Symphony of the Night, except I think the whole enemies in there are actually worse ambushing spots. Funnily enough. Yeah, run or die. Again. Actually, I've never been caught in there, so I don't know if it's actually a death or not. Whoa! Gotta get out of here. Ah! Okay, now this shark boss is kind of annoying, so, here's the thing. You can hit him while he's out, but he's very aggressive and will hit you multiple times. Here he comes. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Hit him, usually he'll, go back and then he'll jump out at you, like so. But usually, yeah, after he makes a leap, he's a lot harder to avoid because he's just going at you constantly. It's kind of hectic, actually. As I said, he's like one of the only bosses I categorize as kind of hard, but he's not that hard. Say, it still went down pretty easily. I've had him chain me to death before, though, because I was playing bad that day. If you say Alakazam, you'll be transported to another box. But what happens if you make a carpet appear and you become a bubble while you're teleporting?